Learn English fast.
There are some interesting English words that are advanced and not frequently used. See how many of the words you can learn and apply in your speaking vocabulary. Aberration. An aberration is something strange that rarely occurs. Brusque. When someone is brusque, you often feel that they are trying to give you the brush off. Candor. Candor usually means the quality of being open, honest, and sincere. Demure. A demure person can be described as polite and a little shy. A demure outfit is a modest one, think high neckline and low hem. Erudite. If you call someone erudite, that means they show great learning. Furtive. If you're looking for a formal adjective to describe something sly or secret, sneak and furtive. Gratuitous. Gratuitous means without cause or unnecessary. Haughty. Someone who is haughty is arrogant and full of pride. Intrepid. Intrepid is just a fancy word for describing a person or action that is bold and brave. Jurisprudence. You want a word that's a whole mouthful? Try jurisprudence, the study and philosophy of law. Kaleidoscope. A kaleidoscope is a child's toy, a tube with a series of mirrors at one end that reflect multiple images of colored bits of glass or toys that move, creating constantly changing images as you turn the tube. Laud. To laud someone means to praise them extravagantly, usually in a very public manner. Malediction. Darn you. Go bury your head in the sand, you ugly nincompoop. Each of those nasty curses is a malediction and, I'm sure, nothing you would ever say to another human being. Notorious. Use the adjective notorious to describe people, places, or things that are famous for a bad reason. Obliterated. When you see obliterate, think of evil alien invaders that zap a planet with a destructive ray. In one blast, the planet and all of the people on it are vaporized. Pecuniary. If something has to do with money, it's pecuniary. If your grandfather's antique watch has pecuniary value, it's worth money. You could sell it for cash if you weren't sentimentally attached to keeping it. Quench. Quench means to put out, put an end to, or satisfy. Recrimination. Sometimes you accuse your opponent of refusing to compromise, and he accuses you of the same thing. That's a recrimination, an accusation or insult that's hurled back at someone. Spur. To spur something on is to get it going, to encourage it, to hasten it, or stimulate. Cowboys wear spiky metal tools called spurs on their boots to kick their horses and spur them to greater speed. Trajectory. A trajectory is the path of an object through space, or the path of life that a person chooses. Untenable. If something is untenable, you can't defend it or justify it. Vicinity. If something is in your vicinity, it's in the surrounding area or nearby region, it's in the neighborhood, so to speak. Wrought. Wrought is an adjective that means molded, shaped, or manufactured. Xenophobia. Getting a job as a greeter with the United Nations is probably not the best career option for someone who suffers from xenophobia, a fear of foreigners or strangers. Yeoman. A yeoman was a farmer who owned and worked his own land, not to be confused with yo man. Zenith. Zenith means the high point. It comes from astronomy, where it describes the highest point in an arc traveled by a star, or a planet, or another celestial body. I hope that you enjoyed this video and will practice using some of the words. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.